Everyone, Zeddy here again with another Titans card review. We have Overload Shaman City. They got some insane cards that might make Overload Shaman actually a playable archetype, as well as a rush card and all of that. We're going to review those cards as well. Reminder, we have a giveaway going on of 2 standard bundles, 2 mega bundles out of my pocket. All you have to do to enter that giveaway, like, comment in the video description below. We're like 40 subs away. We only have a few more days left for us to enter that giveaway. So hit that sub button if you haven't already. We're unlocking another mega bundle at 71K. So you don't want to miss out on that. You also don't want to miss out if you're a Prime member, a Twitch Prime member, or I guess Amazon Prime as well. There's a free Epic card that can be redeemed until August 23rd. Just want to give a reminder, if you're not missing like many cards, you might want to hold off on this and try and get Titans cards if you wait till August 1st, because it will work that way. But if you want the Epic card now, you can do that if you're a Prime member. Anyways, the cards, and starting off, we have Tempest Hammer, a 4-mana 1/3 weapon. Well, that is terrible. However, after your hero attacks, deal 3 damage to the lowest health enemy. This can go face. You could deal 4 damage face for the weapon, which is not great. But this way allows you to, like, I guess, set up like different pings on little tokens, but then they have it's just a really weird weapon, right? Like, it's almost anti-synergistic in the way that you want to hit like a 1 health minion, and if there's other 1 health minions, it might hit the 3, but it is after, not whenever. So it's just a really odd weapon. Kind of gives me like Super Collider vibes, and just the fact that it looks absolutely terrible on paper, but maybe when you try and utilize it, it might actually be good. I think it's just a bad weapon. Like, it does have 3 charges. It does do, 12 damage overall. That's not terrible, but the fact that you can only select the 1 damage to swing in with to begin with, and then you gotta try and manipulate the lowest health enemy, just makes it feel very awkward, very clumsy. I'm not sold on this card whatsoever. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 in standard, a 1 out of 5 in wild, where I don't think any deck would ever play this, but maybe it is powerful enough in getting multi-attacks, right, with each swing, that it really allows you to kind of control that board situation in standard. Maybe that's worth it, but overall, it does kind of look just rather bad. It looks kind of bad to me. Next, though, we have a card that I don't think is bad, because it's mana cheat on a premium status minion that can actually snowball. It is a 2-mana 2/3 Disciple of Golganeth. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of an Overload card in your hand by 1. The dream is alive. You can play this in wild on 2, hit your 4-mana 7/7, and play it on 3. Now that is a Barokin. But overall, this is a minion your opponent has to kill. You're getting, no matter what, unless you're not holding an Overload card, you're getting mana cheat on that, and we all know how good that can be. And if it survives for multiple turns, you're gonna get multiple procs, multiple hits of mana cheat. So it's like you have to kill this. It's a minion you can play very early, and just 1 mana cheat alone is probably worth playing the card. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 in standard, 3 out of 5 in wild, just because Overload stuff isn't as prevalent. It's more like Shutterwalk, Even Shaman. You could play this in Even Shaman, but you're not going to. But maybe Questline Shaman gets enough support that you're gonna want to do that, and you're gonna see the legendary layer that might actually do that to an extent. So I do think it's a really solid card. And again, you hit just like the that 5-mana spell that summons 2 5/4 rushers. That's really good. Pack the house. I can see this going to Evolve Shaman quite easily in other decks like that. And I think I think Overload's gonna be worth running with a lot of these cards. It's pretty nutty. So yeah, 4 to 5 in standard, 3 to 5 in wild. The next card is really unique. In its mechanic, it's quite interesting. We have a Thorignir Drake. Again, I'm sorry I don't know all the pronunciations. It's a 7-mana 6/6 dragon with rush. Whenever this attacks, you summon 2 3/1 drakes to attack the target first. So that's pretty cool. They, by the way, look like that. They're absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. By the way, their raunchy reveals on the Play Hearthstone channel, where they showed all these cards. You want to check it out? They always do a really good job. But yeah, this is a pretty cool, like, dragon, right? Like, it will attack. I guess it's similar to the Colossal that always gets cheated out on turn 2 with Wild. Neptulon, right? Like, it attacks, but the 4/2s attack. I'm assuming this will summon the 2/3/1s. They hit in. If it doesn't die, then Thorignir would attack and then maybe die as well. But other than that, you get a 6/6 and possibly maybe a 3/1 lives or just nothing. And you got that on the board. It attacks again the next turn. It'll get 3/1s as well. So what deck this is going to? Absolutely no idea. It feels very slow for a standard card. It like has a decent impact, but not a strong one. Maybe Evolve can do some shenanigans with it, but overall, it just seems like a really, really, really good arena card, and I'm not convinced it's a ladder card, but it's a really cool card. The artwork's awesome. The design, I think, is really cool. I just think in today's game, it's just not enough that you're going to want to play this competitively in your deck, but maybe you'll have some fun trying it out. I really like the card. I just don't see it being a big meta player, so I will give it a 2 out of 5 in Standard and Wild, but it kind of pains me because I just think I don't know, I'm just a fan of cards that are kind of a little bit different like this, even if it, you know, it's a little bit similar to Neptulon and all that, but still. I think it's a cool card and definitely a great pick in the arena, getting effectively like, what, 12 attack and rush on a 7-drop? Like, that's pretty good. It's just a rare. Anyways, the last card, the big one, the legendary Thorum? Stormlord. Thorum? I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comments. It's a spider tank. 3 mana, 3/4 minion. We got a River Croc and we got a spider tank in the same reveal, but that text is pretty powerful. Battle cry. Unlock your overloaded mana crystals. Draw that many cards. There used to be a 2 mana 3/2 that did this first part, but that was it. There was also that Lava Shock card, like 2 mana, unlock your mana crystals. We've seen a couple of unlock your mana crystal cards. Of course, there's a tradable spell right now that's in standard. I think it's in the core set. It's 1 mana. You unlock your mana overload mana crystals. You deal that much damage. So what's more valuable, damage or drawing cards? Typically drawing cards, unless you're murdering your opponent. And this is super solid. If you're unlocking 1 crystal even, that's pretty good. 3 mana, 3/4, unlock a crystal, draw a card. 2 mana or 2 unlock mana crystals, great. 3, insane. Anything above that, just ridiculous. And in Wild, you got like Lightning Bloom and stuff like that. This card is just, if you're playing an overload deck, you are playing this card, because not only is it unlock your mana crystals, which can be very valuable, it's drawing you cards, which Shaman typically sucks at doing. They're not great at it. Well, this allows them to draw cards and get a body and unlock their mana crystals on top of it. I think this is if Overload was better, I'd say it's a bona fide 5-star legendary minion, but Overload Shaman hasn't been a meta player like whatsoever, right? It's really bad right now. In Wild, even with the quest being reverted and it being broken in Twist, it's not quite the same thing there, which is what you would play this most likely in that format. But maybe you're just playing like a Spirit of the Frog, like Overload Burst deck, and you throw this, but that doesn't even work there. I don't know if it's a big Wild player, but in Standard, I'm going to give it a 4, but I think it's like 5 in terms of just power level absurdity for what this card could do. Just unlocking 1 crystal, drawing 1 card is good on a 3-drop. And you're going to do more than that almost always, which is just incredible. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 in Standard, a 3 out of 5 in Wild, because I just don't know where you're putting it in there, but it's close. Maybe Questline Shaman with all the support does make a bit more of a comeback. The reason it's so good at Twist is the limited pools, no neutrals. You just always discover broken stuff, and there's no counterplay with no neutrals. But yeah, I see this as an incredibly good Standard card, maybe a good Wild card, but overall, this card's only going to get better as more Overload support or Overload cards are made. And yeah, just drawing that many cards and unlocking crystals for 3 mana, to me, is absolutely absurd. So there will be some more Shaman reveals later in a couple of hours, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.